Hi, it's Tanya from My Forking Life, and today we're in the kitchen and we are making zucchini muffins because we like them. All right, now if you like this kind of content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. Also, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. All right, let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is, before we even start messing with any of these ingredients, we need to go ahead and preheat our oven. Make sure it's empty before you start it. And I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Get a muffin tin, prepare it. I put liners in this earlier just so that's prepared. And I'm going to set that to the side. And now, finally, we get to the ingredients. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is combine my dry ingredients in a bowl. And I am going to use 2 1/4 cup of flour. Make sure you're scooping it in. You don't want to just put the measuring cup in there. And then I kind of like just get rid of the excess flour. 2 cups. So now that we've got our flour measured out, let's go ahead and add the rest of our dry ingredients. So I've got here some baking powder. Gonna add 2 teaspoons of that. Half a teaspoon of 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to add our seasonings to that as well. Here I've got some ground cinnamon. Need half a teaspoon of that. Some ground ginger. You're going to need half a teaspoon of that. And a little bit of nutmeg, a quarter of a teaspoon of nutmeg. You can play around with these spices. I've also used cardamom before. But I prefer this mixture, so this is what I'm going with. And I'm going to go ahead and just mix that up. Make sure it is all mixed up good. All right, and I'm going to move that to the side. All right, now I need to start on my wet mixture, but I'm going to use the star ingredient, zucchini, but I'm going to grate it. And I don't mean, well, I should probably call it shredded. Because I want big, nice shreds so that I can see the zucchini throughout the muffin. So I'm just going to go ahead and grate the zucchini. I want about 2 cups. And zucchini is a really watery vegetable. Sometimes people like to grate it and squeeze out the excess moisture. I am not. Let's see how much zucchini I've gotten so far. In there. This is telling me a little bit over 2 cups, and I'm going to save some of this zucchini to top on my muffins. So I'll just put that to the side. And the rest of this zucchini I'm going to add to a bowl. Just pile it in there. So to the zucchini, I'm going to add some sugar, brown sugar. Add that in there. I am also going to add about 3/4 of a cup of sour cream. I put sour cream in banana bread, and I think it goes really, really good in these zucchini muffins as well. I am also going to add 2 eggs that I'm going to lightly beat first. Just crack them in a bowl. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, as well as a 1/4 cup of butter. I almost forgot the butter, but butter adds fat and flavor. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and stir this mixture together. It's going to turn really, really wet. And that's because that zucchini, I didn't drain it, so it's going to be a lot of moisture in that, as well as in the eggs, the butter, and the sour cream. My oven is preheated. See? Really, really wet. All right, and now we're gonna slowly add that flour mixture to this wet batter. Just slowly stir it in.
You don't want to overmix it, just
It smells good already. But we need to bake it before we eat it. So let's go ahead and add that batter to our prepared muffin tins. So I add about 1/3 of a cup of batter to each tin. And you should get about 12 muffins. Sometimes I have a little bit of extra batter left over. So I just usually roughly put it in a muffin cup and try my hardest to get all the muffin mixture in each cup. All right, so I am done filling my muffin cups and I was able to get 12, all 12 full with all my batter gone. Yay! All right, so optional step here. You could totally just pop these in the oven if you want to, but I like my muffins to have a nice crispy top with a little bit of sweetness. And I also want to sprinkle a little bit of extra zucchini on the top just to make sure that as soon as someone sees them, they're like, that's a zucchini muffin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm first gonna go ahead and just add just a little teeny bit like of a zucchini on the top. Not a lot, because I also don't want it to burn, but just a little bit extra. And then I'm also gonna top that with tornado sugar. I call it sugar in the raw. I mean, that's actually what it's called. You can get it at the grocery store. It's really good sugar. Apparently, this is the sugar that my mom always uses in her tea, but it's awesome on baked goods. If you don't have this sugar, you could sprinkle a little bit of brown sugar on the top. It's just not going to be as that nice crusty crispiness. All right, popping these in the oven for 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake these for about 23 to 25 minutes until they're golden on the top and a toothpick entered into the middle comes out clean. All right, I'm back. It has been about 24 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my oven. Oh, it smells so good. Grab these muffins. Muffins. Look how nice and golden they are. They look so pretty. Now I'm going to let these cool in the muffin tin for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to transfer them over to a cooling rack to finish cooling. And then I'm going to break into this muffin so you can see how delicious they look on the inside. And then I'm going to taste them. And then I'm going to give them to my kids. Alrighty. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. They're not crazy piping hot, so I'm going to go ahead and remove them and place them on a cooling rack. That will help them finish cooling. And I know I want to bite into this muffin because it's so warm and good, but if I were to peel off that paper right now, it would pretty much stick. So I'm going to let them cool on the cooling rack for like another 15 minutes before I break into them. Feel free to break into them right now. I mean, but if you just want like a really pretty muffin, you're going to want to give it a little bit of time. Muffins. All right, I'm going to go ahead and break into one of these babies because I'm hungry and I want one. Let's go ahead and peel the wrapper. Let's hope it doesn't stick. Peeling the wrapper off. Ah, it stuck a little bit. That just means it needs to cool just a little bit longer. Okay, I'm still gonna eat it. Yum, yum, yum. I'm gonna take a big old bite. So good. All right, y'all, that's it for this recipe. Until the next time, bye. These are so good.